Hey everybody, I am sitting here with the amazing Marcia E. Smith from Conway, Arkansas. The fall was it the fall Arkansas?
DeVal's Bluff, Arkansas.
DeVal's Bluff.
Yeah.
Now I'm usually real good with my small Arkansas cities, but I had to look that one up to
Did
make
you have
sure
to
I
look
knew
it up on the map?
I had to make sure what was that, because I usually know all my small areas. You know, being in sports.
Okay.
And stuff like that. You go to little small towns and do tournaments and stuff.
Did you find me?
I did.
Okay.
You still in that area, so
Okay.
I'm gonna let you claim Conway.
Okay.
But that's the Falls Bluff.
DeVal's Bluff.
DeVal Bluff
is my hometown.
That's your hometown.
And
Shout
I
out.
love it.
Shout out.
Honey Creek Road. We are in the house in Fayetteville, Arkansas, with the amazing Baldwin. I was fixing to mess up his first name, but I won't do that. But to DeVal's Bluff, Arkansas, that's where I'm from, and I'll never misrepresent where God has brought me from. Much love.
That is awesome. Well, y'all know this is Anthony Ball from West Memphis. We're here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Black Music Month, presented by Music Moves. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all, we just finished our session, and I can't wait for this thing to get out, because this woman is Arkansas jewel. Like, I'm still trying to come down off this high.
Thank you,
that you just took us on a ride.
God,
like
glory.
Like tell folks who you are.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. Because I'm trying. Let me catch up for a little bit. Go ahead and tell people who you are.
And let me first of all correct my brother's name. His name is Anthony Ball, not Baldwin. So let me correct.
Oh, you were talking
first.
about me?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will take an L for that one.
Yeah, give her an L on that
yes, but my name is Marcia Smith, and I started singing at the age of 10, right there in DeVal's Bluff, Arkansas. We actually had a quartet group called the Gospel Angels, and that is when I first began to sing in a quartet group. My favorite song was God Has Always Stood by My Side by Tutu. And the
I don't
truth
even know
is,
who Tutu is.
so
that's Arkansas too?
Yes.
Come on.
No, Oklahoma.
Oh, Oklahoma. Okay.
Oklahoma.
Okay. They got some different quartet in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
though.
but you got to look them up though.
I'm gonna check them out. Check them out.
And so, 10 years old, quartet baby. Then I went from the quartet to the choir. That's where I started. I really didn't just really take the gift seriously because I didn't really, recognize it at that time.
Now, most people don't really like that. People that don't know quartet culture. You don't really deal with, if you quartet, you quartet. You don't go to choir.
I did it.
So how'd you make? Because so folks that don't know black quartet. This is like essential to a barbershop singing.
Yes.
It's like with some seasoning.
Yes.
And some foot stomping.
Yes.
That's with it.
Yes.
So you hold your own part.
Yes.
Don't get in my lane, or we're gonna have a talk outside.
Yes.
How'd you make that transition from quartet to quartet?
Listen, a black and white answer when you come from a small church.
You gotta do it all.
And you live down a gravel road, you merge and you fill in the gap. So I transitioned from the quartet realm to the choir, and we grew, became an amazing choir. But I stood tall in the alto section, and I'm remaining there. But to answer that, we moved from quartet to the choir, and then eventually to solo.
So now we're solo. Tell me tell me about your solo career now. How long? Tell people where they can find the music. Like, let's give some credits. Like how because you made a single.
I did.
So
I did.
Who was a part of that? Like, share that with us.
I did. I made a single maybe in 2016. So it's been a time span, but we're getting ready to do something brand new. And so you can go to my website, which is www.marcia, that's MARCIA Smith, SMITH.weebly.com. That's WEEVLY.com. And you can go there and get more information about my website, my ministry, my music, my YouTube channels. All the information is there. And so I would say about 20 years now, I've probably been doing solo, but I hadn't been doing it on a main a major platform. I was going from different states, though. I was actually had opportunities in several different states, but God has blessed me to share platforms with LeAndria Johnson, with Tamela Mann, with Kim Burrell, with William Murphy, with Dorinda Clark Cole, with Kiera Sheard, and some of the greats, even in Arkansas, with Kim Robinson and Chosen, Tori Delaney, Dee Dee Jones, with William Kendrick there in Little Rock, Arkansas, and just some of the great artists in Arkansas, because I dare not to exclude my state to recognize another state.
And she is holding her own. You are holding your own on the national stage, on the state stage. You are amazing, and I can't wait for everybody. Let people know what kind of sound to expect when they hear you. If they've never heard of your name, if they've never heard your music, what do they expect? What can they expect from your music and your ministry?
Well, I know assuredly the sound that God has given me is a sound that holds healing and deliverance. Mm-hmm. I'm not just a singer, but God has gifted me as a minstrel to produce a sound that shifts atmospheres. And so some of my favorite artists are Tasha Cobbs. I love her. Somewhat of a sound like that, but I have my own unique gift and sound. Miranda Curtis, the gifts like that are flowing and that are operating in ministry to where they're offering not just music, but they're offering ministry, and they're boxing their brilliance all about the kingdom, even though they're merging it in the business world. It's not about them, it's about who they can bless and who else can benefit from what God has given them. Because if it's just about you, I'm not sure that you're a dreamer, because a dreamer is, you're accomplished when you see other people's dreams come true. So for that sound, it's a sound. I will even go as far to saying that it was a sound that's been given to me from heaven. It's a different sound, but when you hear it, you will know it. And I say that humbly, but it's an authentic sound that's different, and I'm excited about sharing it.
Talk about some of the things that you do. I'm very, very scared of the intersection of church and business. And I'm sure you can understand.
Yes.
And I'm 31, so you've been there. Yes. And you've done that. Yes. You're gonna have to give me some tips, but kind of explain what some of the things that you do other than the artistry.
Okay. Well, I have a 25-year background in administration, and I had a major stroke some years ago, mm-hmm. which I had no choice but to transition from corporate America at a university. And so from that point, I had to learn to do some developmental skills and stuff like that again. So fast forward, my gift has always been in administration and singing and working with people. My passion is people. Mm-hmm. I love people. My energy comes from people. And so I got my certification as a life coach. And so in the process of time, we birthed an organization called Helping Hurting Hearts Heal. And what we do, we're committed to resolving barriers of emotional brokenness. And what I say by that, or what I mean by that, is you have so many people, Anthony, that are professionally appearing to prosper. Say, for instance, you have 7-figure earners professionally, mm-hmm. doctors, but you have doctors in that same instance who are committing suicide, right? Because personally, there's a level underneath that has not been touched. And so we see so many professionals prospering publicly, but personally, people are so broken. And that's where that came from. I wanted to sit with broken children that came from fatherless homes. I wanted to sit with widows who had, lost their husbands. And after the funerals are over, there's really
that's when it begins.
Exactly. And so we launched a Widows Humanitarian Awards.
Oh, that's awesome.
So every year we award 14 widows across the state of Arkansas. And we just stop the day and we close down University Shore College, and we celebrate widows that day and we award them, because I want to operate in an area where people are disadvantaged.
Okay.
So it's not so much for me about the spotlight, even though God gives me spotlight, but I like dealing with people that are looked over, maybe that have been abandoned, or people that have been forgotten. And so that is one of my lanes, but he's given me a gift to sit and talk with people that are hurting or that have blocks. Mm-hmm. They're trying to find their way through life, or something has happened, and I'm that energy. I'm the gateway, the person that gives them a reason to smile, because at one point I had a lot of blocks.
Yeah.
I lost some of my memory when I had the stroke, so I had to recover from all of that. And so my energy comes from sitting with a young man like you, looking at the passion that you have, the energy that you have, and the love that you have for this, for people. This is not just for you. You're doing this for Arkansas.
Absolutely.
For the state of Arkansas. So we're life coaching, and I also have a consulting agency that I do virtual assistance. Mm-hmm. And I'm helping, we're giving back to people that need administrative support due to COVID that may need some administrative support, and we're offering that free right now. Mm-hmm. If you need someone to do your typing, data entry, making your phone calls, code calling, different aspects of administration while businesses are running slower down and not operating at full capacity, we're offering that expertise to them as well. And so we're in a lot of areas. And
you're a gold mine. You're a gold. You do everything.
Not quite.
You do everything. Well, the most beautiful part of it is you make people smile. Like when you come in the room, you lit this place up.
Thank you.
And it's early, and we musicians.
Yes.
And we don't get up and do this early.
Yes.
But we here, and the energy was amazing today. Going back, so we're celebrating Black mm-hmm. Music Month. Mm-hmm. What are some of the earliest memories of, and Black music is blues, jazz, mm-hmm. gospel, hip hop. What are some of the early memories you have of some of that Black music just kind of grabbing you?
I love Aretha Franklin. That's my girl. Mm-hmm. I love her. I love Betty Wright.
Rest in peace.
The Do-Right woman.
Yeah.
Billy Withers, who just passed
mm-hmm.
away, and trying to think of another one that I really, really liked. Soon I Will Be Done with the Troubles of This World.
Oh, is that Mahalia?
Mahalia Jackson.
Yeah.
Yes. Little Richard, I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved his music. I like different genres of music. I liked Sean Cassidy back in the day,
wow.
which is crazy.
Wow.
But I love that type of heritage and just music genres.
Yeah.
I like music, but I would say as far back as Mahalia Jackson.
So all of those artists, for me, they kind of have a common.
B.B. King.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Thrill, boy.
Yeah.
So all of those artists, for me, they have a string that kind of you can string across all mm-hmm. three of them. Mm-hmm. And I got a feeling it does the same thing for you.
Yes.
What is that?
He says the string.
What is the string that you pull? There's a common thread amongst all those singers you kind of talked about.
The string is the soul.
Yeah.
That string and that chord is the soul.
Yeah.
Which is the life of music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, this is Black Music Month, y'all, and we're celebrating all the greats that's past us and that's coming up and we're learning about and we're celebrating. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited about you and your ministry and that God has restored you.
Yes.
And He's kept this gift for us to enjoy.
Yes.
But you guys stay tuned. We got Marcia E. Smith. You guys make sure you follow us. Tell us how they can connect with you on your social media.
I am on Facebook. It's Mrs. Marcia E. Smith, my personal page, or you can find me at Marcia Smith Ministries, which is my public figure page on Facebook. And you can find me on Instagram, and that's going to be Marcia E. Smith on Instagram. And again, my website, and we're doing some upgrades right now. It's www.Marcia, M-A-R-C-I-A, Smith, S-M-I-T-H .weebly.com.
And we'll have all that stuff attached as well. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys soon.
Welcome, everybody. We would like to welcome you to a live session with Music Moves right here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Come on and get ready to get your praise on, because we're getting ready to lift him right here. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Who opens doors that I cannot see? Jesus, sweet. your swag on right here. Jesus will. For I know, yeah. Jesus will. All right, let's just rock it out right here. Is that all right, y'all? Just a little of Jesus will. How many of you know you're just safe in his arms? Right in the midst of this pandemic, we are all still safe in his arms. Because the Lord is my shepherd, I have everything that I need. He lets me rest in the meadow's grass, and he leads me beside the quiet stream. He restores my failing health, and he helps me to do what honors him the most. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Safe in his arms. Because the Lord, he is my shepherd. I have everything that I need. He lets me rest in the meadow's grass. Yes. And he leads me beside the quiet stream. He restores my failing health, and he helps me to do what honors him the most. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Safe in his arms. When the storms are light, is raging, and the billows bless your name, God. We bless your name right here, oh God. And we give you glory and honor. Oh, we welcome you on the live stream to just begin to give him praise and adoration, because there's nobody like him. Nowhere. Oh Lord, how excellent is your name. Your name is strength, your name is power. A strong tower makes me safe. Oh Lord, how excellent is his name. His name is strength, his name is power. A strong tower makes me safe. And I'm singing, nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. And I'm singing, nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. Sing it. How, Lord, how excellent is his name. His name is strength. His name is power. A strong tower makes me safe. And we're singing, nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. And we're singing, nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. And we're singing, Yes. Nobody like him. Nobody like him. Oh, we want you to praise him out there. We want you to praise him out there. We really want you to praise him out there. We really do. We really do. Right here from the studio, we charge the atmospheres and the airways for us to just praise and worship God. Right in the midst of what's going on in the United States of America, God is still God, and he still sits on the throne. And for that, we want to tell him, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Yes, God. Come on, put those hands together right there in your living room. If you're driving in your car, keep your hands on the wheel, but let's have a little church. Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases, people are slipping away. The economy's down, no place seems to be safe. But you've been my protection every step of the way. I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Yeah. Folks without homes, living out in the streets, and the drug habits some say they just can't beat. Muggers and robbers, no place seems to be safe. But you be my protection every step of the way. I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. It could have been me out there with no food and no clothes. I could have been lost without a friend or just a living number with the My God. My God. My God. Background singers, what kind of praise you got? What kind of praise do you have?
Hallelujah. Yes.
Oh, can we just bless him? Oh, the musician sounding real good, but we don't know who on the other side of this live feed needs some healing and deliverance. You never know. So just take a moment to give him about 30 seconds of praise and worship. We didn't come here to play no games, but we came to give him glory and honor. Thank you, Jesus. You are the King of Kings, to the Lord of Lords, to the great I am. You're the one I adore. You are Jehovah Jireh. You're still providing. You are Jehovah Nissi. Lord, my banner. Jehovah Mekadesh. El Shalom. El Elyon. Thank you. A, he's amazing. B, he's brilliant. C, he's careful. D, he's divine. E, he's everlasting. F, he's so faithful. G, he's a giving God. H, he's a holy. I, he's infinite. J, he's justice. K, he's a keeper. L, he never leaves me. M, he's the master. N, he's nowhere. Oh, he's omnipotent. Oh, we better quit right there. He's passionate. Q, he's qualified. R, he's righteous. S, he's sanctified. T, he's the true and living God. U, he's the universal. V, he has the victory. W, he's the wonderful. X, he's the X-ray vision. He's the X-ray vision. Y, you're wonderful. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Glory.
Yes, God.
Glory.
Yes.
Glory. Jesus, Hashem, glory. Thank you, Jesus. Well, how many of you need deliverance? Oh, I'm a living witness that sometimes the worst enemy that I ever faced was me. And I want to encourage you today that this is an opportunity for you to receive healing and deliverance through these airways. The only thing I want to encourage you to do is just to get out of your own way right now in this particular space. Deliver me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me. Lord, deliver me. to do is hurt me. Oh Lord, hurt me. This is my exodus. This is my exodus. And I want to say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, oh, oh. Lord, deliver me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me, hurt me, yeah. Oh, we hope that was all right there. And you know, while we're worshiping, as we get ready to close, you know, we're just gonna worship him right here in this moment. Is it all right, musicians? I'm sorry about that. just a minute of worship. Anybody like hymns out there? Background singers, y'all like hymns? Musicians, y'all like hymns? You like a hymn, Anthony? Yeah. Oh. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Lost, but now, oh, right now, I'm found. 'Twas blind. But now I see. Yes, we thank y'all for joining us today. We thank you for the opportunity to just minister to you over the airways, just to give you some hope, to give you some inspiration and some motivation right in the midst of this pandemic. God, we thank you. Yes. God bless you.